Hi Gene, hi Colleen, it's Greg with RV Haulers here. I'm standing in front of Miller, and I wanted to give you an update on some of the conditions of the axles and the airbags and the brakes. Let me show you what's up. So I'm here at the passenger side, and I wanted to show you that the one part that we can always measure before we pull the drums are the shoes, and these shoes are in fantastic condition. The one part that we aren't able to inspect, of course, and I've mentioned this to you, is the drums. And if you look in here, you'll see there's actually a lip. I don't know if I can show you the right angle, but the inside of the drum has, we've measured it carefully, it has 20% of the drum left. The other thing you'll see, this one's really, really shiny. It's almost like a mirror finish. So honestly, those drums need to be replaced. The shoes can stay, and right behind me there are our new drums. Let me show you a couple other things we found. So I'm still here on the passenger side. While we had access to them, this one shock was a little bit suspect. Shocks are really, really inexpensive, so I apologize, I'm spending your money, but the money we've saved on the shoes, I'm going to spend a portion of that on two new shocks back here, because that one is starting to show a little bit of oil, not much, but also just trying to put it through the motions up and down. That one doesn't work quite as well as I would like it to. Gene and Colleen, I also wanted to show you when I'm on the driver's side now. So that drum was in the same condition, but what JP noticed, again, pulling off the drums, we get to really look at things here. This cap and seal, JP was telling me, it was sweating a little bit, so we've got a new plug on there just to keep things sealed and none of that moisture coming up towards our brakes or our drum. Here at the back of Miller, of course, these drums have been taken off and everything was inspected inside, and I wanted to show you one connector. So JP, we'll look at and get the angle right. This is the ABS sensor, and this is the connector that runs to it. It's inside there. If you look really carefully inside this connector, you'll see that this was actually a little bit broken. So we've chosen to replace that one connector on this side. The other one was just fine. So we're really at the point here where, well, there's JP just grabbing some of the parts. He's going to start cutting off some huck bolts, and we're ready to start pulling these two axles out and repositioning them. So we're looking top down at the number 2 axle right now. Of course, the 5th wheel plate used to be sitting here. Right underneath it, this is the leveling arm that goes down and sets the ride height. When we get this 5th wheel plate off, we're always able to take this off, and we air up the truck as high as it will go. And when we did that, of course we're not able to do that before we get that 5th wheel off, we took a really careful look at these two rear airbags. When they were running at their normal height, of course they aren't stretched out as much, but when they're running at their normal height, the bottom edges of these bags look good. But when we stretch them all the way to the max, we're able to see a couple little, some checking, some little slits in the bottom edge of this airbag. So while we're at it, we've got a new airbag for both sides that's going to be installed on the remaining axle. We'll be able to do that still inside of our budget. It won't affect our end price much at all.